All right, let's talk about what happens in an emergency. In just the next few minutes, we're going to walk through the essential first steps. We're going to take you from being a bystander, just watching, to being a confident first responder. And it all starts with knowing exactly what to do in that critical first moment.
So let's just dive right in. Picture it. You see someone collapse. Your heart starts pounding. It's chaotic. It's pretty scary. Now, your first instinct might just be to rush right in. But is that actually the right move? This is the moment that separates panic from real effective action, and it all comes down to one fundamental rule.
And here it is. This is rule number 1, the absolute golden rule. Before you can help anybody, you have got to make sure you're safe. I know it sounds simple, but in the heat of the moment, it's the easiest thing to forget. Think about it. One casualty is bad enough. We don't need two. A first aider who gets hurt can't help anyone.
Let's be really clear about this. Before you even think about approaching someone who's injured, you have to scan the area. Are there any dangers? Passing cars, a fire, anything that could hurt you. And just as important, you need to protect yourself from any potential infection.
You know what's great about this is just how simple these steps are. And hey, if you don't have gloves, you can even use clean plastic bags over your hands. It's all about creating a barrier. You also want to try not to breathe, cough, or sneeze over any wounds. These little things, they make a huge difference in protecting both you and the person you're helping.
And your job isn't quite done when the treatment is. Getting rid of waste safely is so important. Think about it. Leaving contaminated stuff lying around could easily harm someone else later on. So popping any used items into a sealed bag or a hard container, make sure the scene is safe long after you're gone.
Okay, so you've made sure the scene is safe. Now it's time to approach the person. And how you do this is just as important as what you do physically. A good way to remember it is permission before procedure. This is all about building a little bridge of trust when someone is feeling incredibly vulnerable.
What's so essential here is that you see the person, not just their injury. Kneeling down to their level, making eye contact, and just speaking in a calm voice can instantly bring their fear level down. And always ask for permission to help. That respects them and actually makes them a partner in their own care. Honestly, if you remember nothing else about communication, remember this one sentence. It's so simple. It's clear, it tells them you know what you're doing, and it asks for their consent, all in one go. This is the key that unlocks your ability to help. Go ahead, say it out loud. It's your script for action.
Now, this brings up a tough but really important point. Sometimes people will refuse help even when they obviously need it. Your job is not to force it on them. You have to respect their wishes. But if you truly believe they're in serious danger, the right thing to do is to call for professional help from a safe distance.
Now we're at the next big step. You've secured the scene. You've connected with the person. It is time to get the professionals involved. Making that call to 911 is one of the most powerful things you can do.
And this is such a great question, because the answer isn't always you right now. Who makes the call and when you do it? Well, that can be a strategic decision, and it's all designed to get the best possible care for the person who needs it.
This is really the ideal scenario. It follows a simple rule. Delegate so you can dedicate, right? By handing off the call to someone else, you can dedicate your full attention to the person you're helping, keeping them calm and monitoring their condition. The best way to do this is to point directly at someone and say, "You, in the blue shirt, call 911 and come right back." Being specific avoids any confusion. So when that call gets made, whether it's by you or someone else, the information has to be super clear and quick. Just look at this as a mental checklist. Location is number 1 for a reason. Be specific. Use cross streets or landmarks. Then just calmly explain what happened, how many people are hurt, and if there are any dangers at the scene. This info helps the dispatcher send the right people and the right equipment fast. So the ambulances arrive. The professionals have taken over. You might think, okay, my job is done. But there's one last, often forgotten part of this whole journey. Because the first responder, well, they need a response too. It's time to take care of yourself.
First things first, let's talk about a really common fear. A lot of people hesitate to help because they're worried about being sued. That's exactly why Good Samaritan laws exist, to protect you. As long as you act reasonably and you're trying to help in good faith, these laws generally shield you from liability.
Now let's talk about the emotional side of things. Responding to an emergency is incredibly stressful. You might feel shaky or anxious or keep replaying the event in your mind. I'm here to tell you that is completely normal. Your body and your mind have just been through something major, and whatever you're feeling is a valid response.
The key here is to give yourself the exact same care you just gave to that casualty. Talk about what happened with someone you trust. Acknowledge the good that you did. And please don't blame yourself for things you couldn't control. And remember, if those feelings of stress just don't seem to fade, seeking professional help is a sign of strength, not weakness.
So we started this journey with a moment of panic, and we've ended with a solid plan for action and for recovery. You now have the basic knowledge to protect yourself, connect with someone in need, call for help, and then care for your own well-being afterward. The only question left is, are you ready to be the person who makes a difference?